Hello. Okay. I am starting a bit later than I planned to. Time got away from me and I didn't realise what the time was. So I was aiming to get like a good 2 hours or so in. It's probably like an hour and a half instead. But progress is progress. That's what matters.
Be grateful for all this clamor. That is the sound of...
An expected visitor. Welcome once again. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with
Well, if you
Kefali.
told us that, we could
I
have skipped
have no
all of that.
reason to refuse you.
You may not, but kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akuma. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
Very true.
That's such an evil laugh.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the World-Bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey. Oh,
Suspicious.
the bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the holy mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's
I can
not
go.
every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Wouldn't bet on it.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
Butterfly. Oh. Fuck, bro, get over here. Oh, God.
Go on ahead. Take this Yanis shortcut and the long pilgrimage.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated. I believe Kefali will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to Kefali than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, dying buddies.
I hope things go as you say, then.
The deaf dude. I was trying to think of a nickname for him. The deaf
Putting
dude.
a child
Dying dude.
justice
Dying
into a
dude.
farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world, which is on the brink of destruction.
Nah, it's fine, bro. Trust.
Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawn Cloud's peak.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
Ah, you're alright, I suppose.
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful.
I must be getting it.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's hike. Alright, we're just a short hike away from Kefali.
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now? I know how far I can go, so just hold your tongue and come along.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
No, that seems fair.
Wait. Who is that? Hey, look at that.
Huh?
Do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
Oh? Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
I'll say that's Mikador.
Ah, yes. I know I've heard.
It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios, from their prized ores and molten fire, couldn't escape the fate of destruction?
Hey, Sarces. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No, not that I remember. How did you even think up such a strange name?
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you here.
No, I have no such memory.
That's weird.
Could you be hallucinating?
What if this isn't Cersei?
This is a departed spirit.
Okay, there we go. Oh, I was not paying attention. Yeah, if we just shoot you, then we don't have to play the game.
Go melt it down. You two again.
Ah, this isn't what we have to
Enough
say before we
about
do the
me.
hand.
Did Kaos ever reply to you?
Well, regrettably.
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Chaos. Demigod.
Ah,
I've never heard of this person. Which Titan's authority did he inherit?
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub his old friends, would he?
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world to him.
Hey! Are you seeing that same hallucination again?
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but You're now talking about a certain Kaos.
Kaos? This name
Something
sounds
weird's
just
going on
as
here.
strange to me.
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. If things are as I thought, then they aren't hallucinations, but the souls of people.
What? But if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments. Let's just
For
keep
someone
going.
to chat to.
As long as I take in more sights and hear more stories.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might not be able to save you.
Fine.
Obviously. Or a coin over here somewhere. Oh, there's one. There's another. Such a rude way to climb to catch this butterfly. A giant fucking hand. Ah, there you are. Oh, 5 coin. Okay, there's one. And another butterfly. Come on, where's the last one? Oh, damn. Okay, that's it. That's suspicious, but you just can't go that. Where the hell is this last coin? There you are. Oh, wrong button. Give me
Not too
photo.
shabby. useful for alchemy.
It is useful for alchemy. We'll turn it into upgrade materials.
I suppose I can just ignore this.
So let's just try this. Oh, it does work. I was like, fuck it, I haven't actually thought this through, we're just going to do this and see if it works. If it doesn't, then we'll have to think about it.
Go melt it down.
I didn't know whether I hadn't done that. Oh, done it, just not click the button.
So,
Can you keep going?
Oh, come on, it's only a few steps.
Of course. I'm just... If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have a next life, you may want to get your body in shape.
That's just rude.
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
I'm not getting anything of value from them.
Oh, they're just
I-
flirting.
Would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock bottom than exercise even a little.
Bitch, you are floating.
I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all. Training would make me no different from those Helcalithist barbarians.
Ah, okay.
Calypso. She's one of the Seven Sages. A member of the Grove? No, she can't be. I would know her name if she really were one of the Seven Sages. Hey,
Haven't we heard her name from
Circes.
somewhere?
Does the name Calypso ring a bell? Circes? Daggone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now?
Oh, if only Circe was about to start talking, I would have waited.
Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left of that warmth is a hazy mirage.
Why are you chanting that too? We're here, finally. So, I don't get to ask the Titan my question, but all of you make for a pleasant surprise, nonetheless. Very well then. Let me uncover the truth for myself. Did I still fail to make it in time? So, I'm back here again.
Oh, okay.
This is... I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides, behind the closed doors of the void world. A voice ready to tell me something. This time, the voice is a lot clearer than
Yeah,
before.
but you're closer to dying, my guy. Oh.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Hey, Cass.
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst-case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
Yes, I have faith in him.
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Polixia.
My sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet you are born only to take over.
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Circe's question. The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek verification from Kefali. But no, I will not do that.
That
That
isn't
isn't important. Because another one of my conjectures, one that I have always dreamed of proving, has been fusing a mortal soul with that of a Titan to replace said Titan. Is not a ludicrous idea after.
What the fuck is Dan Honk doing?
What are you thinking about?
Just amazed at how this towering tree is Circe's divine body. Majestic sight.
Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. Plus, you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around.
Merely something from the past I won't go into.
Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Circe's. There were leaves and branches. I stood at this very spot back then, imagining the day when I could climb to the top of this tree. Because I would be the closest I can be to the sky at that spot.
You're a sky priest, yet you study at a place that's home to the Regentite. That's rather counterintuitive.
Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're a strict and draconian god. Nothing like Circe's. Reason is willing to share what is theirs with others, but Sky only expects people to revere them. You get what I'm saying, right, Denny?
Danny.
After all, the titan that imprisoned you and Grey here in Amphorius is none other than Aquila themselves.
Yes. I didn't count on provoking the ire of a local god.
But there will always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky. The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila, and that is exactly what we are here for. It's just... I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off. As a physician, I should have been there by his side.
Is. Bad luck tends to come in streams, but don't beat yourself up over it. Besides, Aglaya needs you here to uncover the truth behind what happened to the Grove. Let's make the most of this trip and keep a lookout for any documents related to the Death Titans they could be useful
Yeah,
to.
there is no rest for the weary, huh? In any case, what we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground. Danny, with your skills, I'm sure those...
What about you? Would be alright on your own.
Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard? Have
Yeah,
more
but can
faith
you
in me.
fight? Silence here isn't it? Definitely. The vast amount of knowledge it holds. The academy is akin to a labyrinth of it. Even the cleverest of scholars would easily lose their way in here. I should gather my thoughts before heading in. In the midst of Aquila, the titan who reigns over the domains of the sky, is a colossal bird that overlooks the world beneath it with 100 eyes. As long as it continues to soar above the clouds, the rest of Amphoris will remain trapped on the ground. Hyacinth's forebearers were priests who worshipped Aquila. Nobody is more familiar with the taboos of the Sky Titan than her, seeing how Aglaya sent her here as a guide. It's possible that she plans to have Hyacinth take on a trial in the future. In Amphoris, Titans are a common topic of discussion. People create myths that, in turn, conceive Titan. The tricky task to keep an objective view when among the people of Amphoris. Is there a way to step out of the situation and look at it from a different perspective? Titans and Aeons are two distinct classes of beings. Titans can communicate with us humans. It's not impossible for us to overpower them. Upon their demise, we can even take over their divinity. In this regard, Titans can be a lot more similar to humans than Aeons are. Both heirs and humans are humans who possess heroic qualities. Fucking hell, I can read. With most of them demonstrating extraordinary combat prowess and strength. Upon clearing a core flame trial, acquire 13% of a demigod inheritance. Wait, something about that feels off. Is this a selection process of some sort? Guided by the prophecy, the heroes are on a quest to reclaim core flames and usher in the Era Nova. Their efforts have seen gratifying results today. As I expected, the prophecy is the hardest to make any sense of. But with barely any information to go on, no matter how much I ruminate on it, it won't use it. But I didn't mean to. Nobody could have ever imagined that Inta's life would be forfeited the moment we landed on Amphoris. We should have done more to keep her safe, but it's not too late. We still have a fighting chance. The unique rules that govern life and death in Amphoris might just work in our favour and save her. They wouldn't kill me if I couldn't be revived. Duh. The Grove is a veritable library of knowledge. Maybe they'll have records on a similar case. Please let there be one. It's a different spot. Oh, hold on. I just said catch. There you are. Looking for clues. Nothing yet. Like monsters are twisted in form, and their life has turned to ash together with their souls. It's impossible to figure out their form, and they were still alive. These are the remains of a black tide monster. It does look different from the Titankin from up close. What's that underneath it? A scroll? Do the death of sky, but the meaning, blah blah blah. Making a mistake does not mean the act was meaningless. Students need to grow and stuff. Yeah, sure. As I expected, the Grove doesn't forbid discussions about the sky. The debate between two scholars about the sky ships, and Paglia also made mention of the ships on Shinteria and Memory Rock. Hold on to this for now, but he likes Johnny won't leave us empty-handed. That's Hyacinth. Why she's surrounded by so many monsters. Much faith I'll have in her, it'll probably be a good idea to help her out. Oh, she said she's fine.
Really now? This is way more trouble than I could have asked for.
Need a hand?
Or you could sit back and watch.
I can't tell if you're serious or not. But being hard to read isn't without its perks, I suppose.
I'm kidding, Danny. Lend me a hand, pretty please. Alright, now let's get him!
Can't believe she called him Danny.
Be of your body and mine!
Oh no, it's fine. I
Life is
completely
not so
forgot for a second that
fragile.
Cass doesn't use skill points.
Underestimating us? Delivering more! Mimi!
Bury the not so.
Embrace a new life.
Not like it carries over. Die to the big dragon. The place is practically in ruins. What happens? There shouldn't be this many monsters here.
The Black Tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphorius. So or rather, the blessings of the Sky Priest in me, might have unknowingly called them to me. Anyway, never mind that for now. Here, you might want to have a look at
Well,
this.
I'll be fine. I'm just a
I found it
beacon
around
for the
here
Black
and
Tide.
thought it might be of interest to you.
Oh, that's gonna start up for me anyway, aren't they? Anaxa. Doris. He's a scholar who fused himself with the core flame of reason.
This is new. I didn't know Professor Anaxa was researching the sky. He's
Fine on and said Anaxa might be opposed to the flame chase journey.
might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods, nor has he ever found it within himself to put any faith in the prophecy. People have come to think of him as a heretic. Yet, it is also this very blasphemer that Circe's favors. Fate sure works in mysterious ways.
I picked up a scroll on my way here too. It looks like this, like it may be related to the one you're
Oh,
holding.
let me have a look. By the looks of them, these scrolls are records of two conversations that took place in the same...
Too much to know about the Grove. Do you mind if I ask you a
Sure.
few questions?
Go ahead. The Grove of Epiphany is home to 7 schools of thought.
Fuck me.
While all 7 schools are founded on the ideologies of Thalesis, the first scholar, each is unique in its own way.
Okay, easy enough.
As the sage of the Venerationists, Euthyphro has always been at loggerheads with Anaxa.
Anaxa, the guy who's like, fuck the gods.
If we were to place the 7 sages on the scales of Talanton, Anaxa and Euthyphro would be placed on opposite sides to achieve balance.
Very illustrative explanation, thank you.
Nearly everyone in Amphorius has heard the story of the skyships by now. Aquila's stature is loftier than the heavens, and their divine retribution is merciless. That's why it's no use building giant skyfaring ships. Oh, but I do wonder if a supercharged Treaty cannon could slip past...
That was a joke. Right.
Newsporists primarily study the application of alchemy in soul repair. Everyone considers Anaxa a blasphemer, but that has never stopped him from sharing his ideas, no matter how taboo. If you must say that he's hiding something, then it's likely what lies beneath his eye patch.
No eye.
Anaxa often says that every failure brings us one step closer to the truth.
Impeccable impression.
Perhaps, to him, the crash of the sky ship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the sky ship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment upon itself. It's a shame that the majority of the Grove's research on Aquila was
I
headed by
spaced
the
out then, incorrect. Despite the fact I hadn't really listened to what she said. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Venerationists, with sacrificial rituals making up a predominant part of their findings. Discourse about more esoteric subject matters in relation to Aquila dwindled even further after the sky ship incident. So,
Don't worry about it. We'll just collect everything we can find on the Titans. There's something else that caught my attention though. This says that Anaxa is conducting secret experiments of some sort.
that's what I'd like to know. What are these experiments he's involved in? Even I, the assistant, I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove?
No, surely not.
This is the Library of Philia, a place where the Grove stores its collection of tomes. Other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here. Cities that desire to learn from the Grove were apparently expected to contribute knowledge of equal value to what they sought. We've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. For instance, it's said that the Erythrocheramists once borrowed a manuscript from a certain author, but ended up returning a copy instead of the original. What's more, the original manuscript was supposedly then hidden here.
That doesn't seem like a nice thing to do.
Nice? No need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just tell it like it is. Their behavior...
Well, if you don't mind, did the Grove ever rob Castrum Kremna?
Whew. You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castrum Kremnos. There are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all will take too long. Why don't we use the Biblioslate to search for the texts we need?
Yo,
We can
the
bring
Dewey
them back to
Decimal
Akuma for
System?
reading after that.
Agreed. This place isn't safe. Leave as soon as we're done. There are still several more scrolls strewn all over the place. I'll gather them while you pull one. Those texts, this way nothing will be overlooked. Search for the materials left by an axe. These are complaint letters from the scholars about Anaxagoras the Blasphemous, a big stack of them. Based on the dust accumulated in the perfectly intact seals, the complainant did not even bother opening them and just chucked them aside. Yeah, that sounds like Anaxa. This is about Anaxagoras. To read this Hyacinth, you should come out and look too.
Ugh, it's so dusty in here. Whoa. Are these all complaints about him? I can already see what they must have written. Anaxa has no respect for the gods. His very
Does Anaxa hold that much influence?
Why else would they call him the Great Performer? When Anaxa established his school of thought, the first thing he apparently did. Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? Worlds created by gods are indubitably perfect, but what of Amphorius? Only foolishness and insensitivity.
And uncanny impersonation happened after.
They marched him straight to the seat of judgment before he could finish. Though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. He had to address every one of the scholars' allegations. The first allegation was... Do you agree that since the Titans created the heavens and earth, so the mountains, rivers, and seas must like what...
Am I supposed to put myself in Axe's shoes? What's that? Based on the history of the Flame Chase journey, humans have the potential to take over the divinity of Titan.
Anaxis said the same thing then. Needless to say, his critics didn't take kindly to
Also
his
just
answer,
nature.
so
They
they
create
followed
mountains
up with a
and stuff.
second allegation. You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact, defiling them and Anaxa always wears an eye patch, never removing it, even when alone. Some say he used one of his eyes as an alchemical ingredient.
Yeah, he did.
Every being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kifili, and this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. If he has, thankfully, they had no way to prove it, so it amounted to nothing more than an allegation in the end. One by one, Anaxa engaged in wars of words against those who would challenge him. Toward the end, a scholar asked him, Anaxagoras. It was only after a brief silence that he answered, I have never denied that Titans are meant to be noble constructs.
Well, he didn't say that the Titans are not noble, according to the Hunter in this case.
Yes. I'm not sure how that controversy was eventually resolved. But what's for certain, at least, is that Anaxa was allowed to stay in the grove where he continued his research. By the way, this stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the grove.
Are there more complaint
We
letters?
may find clues there that I'm talking about Anaxa's alchemy lab.
Given the Grove's meticulous approach to archiving, there really be such an oversight right under their noses.
It's a well-kept secret. Among the 7 sages, excluding the nominal chief sage, each has a private sanctuary where they can conduct research undisturbed in their free time. Even the administrators of the Library of Philia are restricted from accessing those places and documenting the sages with the grove in this state. I'm sure Anaxa won't be mad even if we sneak into the lab for
Yeah,
a
right.
short while.
He seems like the kind of guy that would be happy to
Right?
let people in his lab. Oh, yeah, boring. Tired. Hi, bro. Tired, but we keep going. At least for another 40 minutes. Good news is we've already explored most of it. So there's no like puzzles or anything to do, it's literally just run to the next.
This is
Objective.
the place. But where is everything? Materials for alchemical experiments, matrix diagrams, and even the seal to the lab. They're all gone.
No wonder we didn't see any defense mechanisms along the way. Have you ever been it before?
No, not even close. Not only are alchemy experiments high-risk activities,
Probably hidden.
but Professor Anaxa also has a penchant
Or
for
requires, like,
using
a
bizarre
magic spell.
materials. Students often saw him walk in looking right as rain, but come out covered in soot with his hair singed. Naturally, huh? That bookshelf over there seems to be the only thing still intact.
Yeah, I told you. These are the materials requested by Anaxa. Documents from various fields have been compiled in one place, including Titan Creations, Universality of the Soul, Alchemy Doctrine, and so on. Most of the materials ought to be within the research domain in the Castorice School of Thought, however, a document titled Study on the Cryo's Air's Backgrounds is mixed within. Holy Maiden of Janisopolis, Tributary and Trinon, descendants of the Holy Maiden from the Temple of the Free Faith, Goldweaver, Glare of Rokima from the Minnesetia priestly family, the Prince of Castor and Kremnos, Icene of the Twilight Courtyard, or their ancestry of varying degrees of connection to the Divine Titans or their divine authorities. Does the Golden Blood come from the heritage of priest families or royal bloodlines? Anaxagoras, I myself show no such connection. Carefully the creator what criteria did they use to create the Golden Blood to shape the Cryo's Earth. Yet Castorice, servant of death from Idonia, her lineage is neither Titan priest nor demigod, but she has walked the earth for at least a millennium with the power to grant death to humans. Where did this power come from? Another text speaks of the dragon legends of Styxia. The alchemical extraction of soul ripped from dragon corpses is intriguing. Dragons appear to be the Titan's creation. Perhaps as a way to reverse the process, using alchemy to refuse human souls with Titan creations, increasing the purity and divinity of golden blood towards the absolute. This theory must be tested, experiments to be arranged.
What's going on? Anaxa is conducting research on our friends in Alchema and... me?
This journal contains several intriguing points. From the abyss of fate to Catherine Kremnos, I've seen many a Titan creation during my time in Amphoros. Life forms created by Circes can also be found in the grove. But fusing them with human souls through alchemical means, I can't even begin to imagine. Anaxa seems to hold special interest in the divinity coursing through the Cryo's Air's veins. Even conducted a thorough investigation to the hero's background.
It wouldn't have been so strange if he had focused only on Cassie, given her own curiosity about her origins. Plus, considering that the new sporists have crafted omnipotent medicines capable of curing diseases, it also makes sense that he would conduct research on immortal Chrysos heirs. But now, it seems Anaxa's objective was never to create medicine, but to identify the origin of the Golden Blood and figure out its inner workings.
Through alchemy, Anaxa aims to refine the Golden Blood in the Cryo's Air to a degree of purity equal to divinity. This must be what he means by close to true purity, but treating both Titan creations and the human body as materials to be used in alchemy experiments. That's rather extreme.
Danny, look at this. I have a bad feeling about this.
The previous approach has flaws. Using human souls with Titan creations does not purify Golden Blood. Even pure Titan creations are contaminants to the Cryo's Air's Golden Blood. Soul fusion between humans and creations merely repairs impurities of the soul or maintains a connection to dying souls. While creation myths tell us that the Cryo's heirs and other creations were all made by Titans, their nature differs fundamentally. The Titans' creations are no intermediate products of an alchemical process, and the Cryo's heirs are closer to the Titans than the creation. In other words, I should not have considered Titan creation equal to Cryo's heirs. The hypothesis I should focus on is one pointed towards the Titans themselves. Such rare chance to study Titans demand a meticulous selection of research. Living Titans prove impossible to restrain, Dead Titans offer no insights worth pursuing. But dying Titans are the perfect research. So, Catholics. Only by understanding the fundamentals of creation can we ensure perfection at the moment of everything's birth. Through my own hands I will melt a Titan and reach a trip. He's gonna kill Catholic.
It's come true. After going through his notes, I think I can piece it all together now. Anaxa was carrying out experiments on soul transmutation.
You mean he's trying to reconstruct human souls alchemically?
Yes, this is what he was secretly conducting research on. Something he had to keep hidden from others. Compared to his public speeches, this... Oh, do you remember? When the Black Tide was approaching, the Grove had planned to send Circe's core flame to a safe place. But an accident happened along the way, and Anaxa lost his life in the process.
But Circe took over his body and resurrected him, which led to the situation we're in now.
That's right. But what if Professor Anaxa's fusion with the core flame of reason wasn't an accident?
What do you mean?
Put yourself in his shoes. Knowing that the Black Tide was closing in and your time was running out, what would you have done?
I'd put my theories to the test, no matter what.
Exactly. When the Black Tide came, the true reason Anaxa headed to the Luminary Throne was to transmute and fuse himself with the Titan's core flame.
He succeed?
No. Judging from how he reacted after the event, the results came as a surprise. Maybe he failed to consider the manuscripts detailing all the alchemical formulae have been taken away. His research is still...
Would he have taken them for other purpose?
Like, what? There's only one Titan left in the world now.
Catholics.
No.
To conceive an entity of perfection, one must first understand the principles of creation. If an actor is in alchemy now, so that means...
He's after Kefali.
Sir, this sky above us, it's not real, is it?
Of course not. This is just an image from a projection device used for educational purposes. A simple trick. The day-night cycle has been lost to this world. So that students like you may still learn about the night sky, astronomers have harnessed the Titan's miraculous power to manipulate the light, projecting the nights of the past here for you. Much like how the sky above the Holy City is also illuminated by Kefali's dawn device.
So, the skies of Akama are fake too.
Hoya both love their fake skies.
You mustn't conclude that, Anaxa. You should know that only a child would expose a trick and be proud of it. Often people know more than they let on. They simply choose to feign ignorance because they have no...
Then they're just deluding themselves. People believe in Kefali's tale of Genesis, accepting wholesale whatever the priests preach. But we're different. We've already walked out of the firelit cave of ignorance. We have already realized that we live in a world where Titans make the rules. Even when we look at the sky, we're only seeing what they allow us to see. Rather than gazing at this mockery of a night sky fabricated by them for the rest of my life, why shouldn't I be the one to take control of the projection device instead?
So much time has passed since you sowed the seeds of doubt in my heart, child. Many a night, I find myself penning down all my theories and wild ideas, only to burn them to ashes when I open my eyes in the day.
Not a bit dramatic.
Why? Because we'll face death by burning if word gets out?
As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul has already become inextricably linked to the great tree. Every word I say and every move I make is certain to influence every leaf, every branch. But above all else, my days are numbered. Instinctively, I have my doubts about the golden blood and the human soul, yet I have no means of verifying them. The golden blood in my veins is woefully thin, and I am loath to waste what little time I have left obsessing over.
But I can, sir. I can do it for us. The time is right. Give me all that I need, and I shall accomplish this grand feat on your behalf.
An
You're
answer.
right. I shall do just that. In the next meeting of the sages, I will spare no efforts fighting for the rights you deserve. Go. Establish your own school of thought. Find out what we are. Become the one who conquers the ultimate truths of the world.
Child of humanity.
Oh, hey, Cersei, you're back.
You didn't go to such lengths for an audience with Kefali. Just ask him a few questions, did you?
So, you figured it out. If I were as foolish as a Dromus, perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate before their greatness, begging for the gods' prophetic wisdom. Well, sorry to disappoint, but I'm no Dromus. Alas.
Before such power, does it make any difference whether you're a human or a Dromus?
I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians. When the raging waves threatened to swallow them, they didn't just give up and become sitting ducks. No. They constructed a dam that kept the roaring tide at bay, chaining down the mad Fagusa. They call me a blasphemer, Cersei, but that doesn't mean I deny the existence of gods. As I see it, Titans are simply a force that mankind...
Oh? If power that rivals the Titans is what you crave, why not conform to the prophecy and brave the trial?
Why stop at harnessing the power of the Titans when I can do so much more? The source of life is what I wish to grasp, to understand. Thanks to you, I've had the chance to personally
Did read
verify,
that.
in more ways than one, that the soul indeed ceases to exist in death. But where there is death, there is life. And where there is an end, there must also be a beginning. How then is a soul born? That was the only unknown variable left in my calculations.
And by the sound of it, you have already formed a conjecture.
No, I have already drawn a conclusion. In my journey unto death just now, I finally saw the...
Professor Anaxa. I'm here. Her life hangs by a thread. I must ask you to refrain from taking any unnecessary steps.
Of course. I'll bring this to a conclusive end, and give you the answer you so desire. However, in accordance with the principle of equivalent exchange, I must also
Bro fucking
demand
loves
from
alchemy,
you
don't they?
what...
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price might...
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan and her survival. This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life. There is no need for...
I see. In the...
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos' whereabouts and prove the nature of our existence now?
Before I begin, I must confess I had been stuck in a cognitive trap all this time. As unrelated as these two propositions may seem at first glance, they are in fact logical equivalent. The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yeah, bro is dying.
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes. That's not all. Remember how I said you were a part of that conversation too, Circes?
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event. That was likely just an illusion conjured up by the mind of a dying man.
Of course you would remember.
Is it the woman that became Circe?
Because that wasn't you. That was Calypso.
Calypso?
Oh, that's the name I made up on a whim when speaking to this girl. How? And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people, would know if that were the name of one of the 7 sages under the shade of my tree? Don't you claim to know the Grove's past?
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your soul. Use your head, Circes. Since all of this took place in the realm of the dead, it stands to reason their likenesses are of souls. The living cannot step foot into that world. So who could they be? Think about Calypso. Why does she share your likeness? Yet you have no idea who she is.
It's just a cycle.
The answer is evident, is it not? Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. The gods aren't master creators born out of thin air, and they are no different from humans, because they all evolved from one. Does this answer disappoint you?
Yes, because you've answered nothing. If I truly was once human, as you claim, then where do the children of humanity
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth, this brings us no closer to grasping Thanatos' whereabouts.
I knew you would say that. But it matters not. I know what I'm doing. Actually, why don't we have this?
You can revive a
Humans cannot return from the dead. Neither can gods. But all we need to do is look at this from a different perspective, and the problem will resolve itself. The solution is simple. Just like what you did to me. If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did.
Oh, this
Simple,
doesn't sound like a good idea.
is it not?
No, I want to know how that resolves, because it sounds...
I have
Sounds
news
like-
from Hyacinth and Dunhung. Anaxa might be trying to do something with
Kefali? But what
Right.
could Anaxa want? Is the Council of Elders going to sit around and let such a...
That is not possible. He is indeed the great performer, capable of fooling anyone and everyone with his...
I'm sorry.
No need for guilt, for this is good news to us. The Council of Elders has found themselves a traitorous ally. What we should be doing now is to keep our eyes peeled for whichever trickery Kindness is up to, and react accordingly to thwart her plans.
We should probably stop Anaxa.
Being Akima's political center, the Demigod Council holds just as much significance as
Right.
the Vortex of Genesis.
I feel that's something we should be stopping.
Someday, after my duty is over, this site will take the place of the battlefield where you hunt gods. Become the next challenge you ought to overcome. Till then, it's best to get used to this place as soon as possible.
Preposterous! The Christos heirs only have their standing because of the Council
Oh,
of
shut
Elders.
up. Wow, these people are shooting daggers with their eyes.
It's been a while.
Oh, hey, Kratos. Hello, Oleg of Amphoris.
What is that supposed to mean? Is this really the sort of person that the young lord praised as a ferocious warrior?
It has indeed been some time, Lord Castorice. What brings you here in such haste?
Shh, keep it down. Be more vigilant. See those duplicitous dogs over there? They do the dirty work for kindness. I've already ordered my people to hold them back, but we should still lay low. Unless you're itching for a bloody fight to get a workout in.
My bad.
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you hear thunderclaps last night?
Hooray, it's Acheron. Someone's coming to save her.
Hacker? What?
She's been through a lot lately. Please pardon her. Can you tell...
Thunderclaps are beacon signals of
Oh,
strength.
I miss Acheron.
They are a message from the young lord. He threw a spear bearing several words at Akama.
Watch out. The Flame Reaver is back.
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill them back at the
Well, we
Kremnos
absolutely
arena.
obliterate.
I figured this is something you would want to know. We Kremnoans never back down from a fight. So if you planned it...
You have my gratitude. I will let Aglaya know about this right away.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. That vicious kindness has been unusually active lately. Those lackeys she keeps under cover have been going in and out of the city a lot more frequently these days. Some even seem to be getting Kremnoans to defect to the council.
That's...
Oh, fuck off.
Looks like you can see it for yourself.
We should get back. Thank you for the intel, Lord Castorice.
By Catherly into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed. Virtuous citizens of Akama, fine Vides, Elysiae, and the Outlander are heading toward us.
Wait, what's my idol? Oh, that's a different idol. That's fine.
Aglaya, what happened here?
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads. In the past, I would be confident about keeping her in check, but I admit I am now unable to do so.
What do you mean?
It is no longer about eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long that I hardly have any humanity left. Before I realized it, I have become no different from these hypocrites, no longer capable of relating to the people. This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But perhaps it is time. I need you to step up, Finan, in order for me to retreat behind the scenes.
Yes, this is my duty, but...
It is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool one person. Their so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances. There is no glory in winning this debate, but that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finan, you are a Chrysos heir without flaw, capable of relating deeply with humans.
I appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaya. I hope we'll live up to your expectations and win this debate.
Oh, God.
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today. Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphorius was home to nearly 1,000 cities, each with their own local faith, while gods walked the earth and shared close bonds with humans. Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest under Kefali's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat, with no way out of this plight. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now, the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have left is one question for you.
Yeah, what is it?
Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Make your choice.
Stuck in the goddamn past.
Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal future?
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kindness. Please, enlighten me. How does the Council of Elders plan to turn back time?
Let the 3 Titans of Calamity be born, and Era Chrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those Titans, and Era Chrysia will descend upon us again. Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on our side. Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages, and Castorice, Idonia's goddess of death. With the help of these 2 heroes, I can promise all of you that Era Chrysia will exist once more.
Doubt.
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting the Council of Elders instead?
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaya is unfit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir.
Era Chrysia! Castorice? Why are you standing over there?
You finally arrived, Naxa. So have you, Cass.
Don't worry, Aglaya. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue to converse like how the citizens normally do? Tell me, dear citizens, if we successfully retrieve and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial, what would happen next?
The answer is simple. We will have a
that-
chance to rid the world of death and bring Amphorius back to an era when all beings live forever. We'll usher in a new future that will be in top.
He's one of the 7 sages.
Your proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
Remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Fagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions. Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about
anywhere within the walls of this majestic holy city.
Isn't this just survivorship? Yeah, a little
If
bit.
we eliminate death, then there's no need for us to fear that Flame Reaver, right? Citizens, let's loudly sing the blessed hymn. Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now? Oh, legendary Eracrysia, return to the mortal realm.
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the Flame Chase journey will have to end.
This is bad. The masses are now totally riled up.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence, right?
Thank you, Lady Aglaya, for still caring about this city. However, dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed. For Castorice, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
What? With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castorice brings back will be personally managed by the Council of Elders. Thereafter, if we are able to garner the support of all of you at the Citizens' Assembly, we shall spare no effort in ensuring that the Eracrysia will return to our world once.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By Kefali and Talent above, as the Theoros I have observed, Akama has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion at this Citizens' Assembly shall be modified to the suspension of the Flame Chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
Aglaya, dear Aglaya, what has caused your heart to soften? You are—
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the Flame Chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our failure has never been on the cards.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
Yeah, Cass, what the fuck?
Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I unintentionally facilitated your partnership with him instead.
Oh no, this is all part of Aglaya's plan.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me. I will answer them to the best.
In that case, please tell us as much as you can.
In actuality, he showed me a past that was both long and heavy.
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now, but that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
Have you heard of this tale before? A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean breeze and glorious, peaceful times, thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen. Until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun, while its claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart. It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter. It even settled itself in her bedroom, like a tyrant king. The queen assembled 300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested, and all that was left of her was a pile of bones. Devastated, the queen wept for several days. It was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived at the palace and suggested that the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy.
I hit a button on my headphones and it made a beep. I don't think it did anything. Yeah, it's probably fine. Okay. It was then a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived at the palace and suggested the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. I like it. Okay.
The princess was reborn! The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess's body. As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp. Worse still, the souls of the deceased were refused entry to the Netherrealm because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls that would not retreat for a long time. The terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well.
Until?
Actually, I don't know what happened.
Oh, my...
Oh, Polyx is in a
It seems
wheelchair.
that you still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Polixia. So, according to your story, this is how I used to look?
So it's
It's
Castorice,
practically a mirror image.
Thanatos himself.
And yet, what exactly is this?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now.
Because it'd require a lot of explaining.
Oh, my goodness. Is this cliffhanger really necessary?
Quiet, Titan. Continue
Wait,
to
that's
enjoy
of
this
its
splendid
cliffhangers.
play, and the truth will naturally reveal itself.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
In that case, what do you think of it?
Be back at Aglaea's bath. I think we are.
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before.
Indeed. Before I left home to pursue my education, I never even knew that anybody was looking into this area of study.
Oh, she is fucked up.
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
A fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
I guess it might be the concept of equivalent exchange?
What about Alchemist?
Oh? I thought the moral might be closer to something like honor the dead. What? At a loss for words?
No, I merely realized that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
Yeah,
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question?
Of course. What is your question?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
What? What kind of strange question is this? I got it. You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Girls and their love talk. Am I right?
Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me.
Yes, I would.
Oh?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will, if such a mighty power really existed. After all, you, me, and the rest will all have to face that. My time is finally here. However, perhaps because of my
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life. I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins for this exact.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet, I can't do the same. How absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my...
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial to the end, there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar. But these three people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of...
Amphorius's history before the Titans were born
okay.
was complete
It's that kind
chaos.
of history.
Is that not? I have long held three hypotheses about this. However, let's continue.
Calypso, Polixia, and this warrior.
Regarding this matter...
Nias, right, whatever you want to call it.
Are you confident that you'll complete your trial?
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged victorious.
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes, this is the safest course of action.
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. You really know how to make things difficult.
Lady Calypso, you shall host the soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it. Furthermore, a valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago. If your sister or...
I'm not that brave.
Despite being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it. Let's chat, young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily.
I am going to do it, but first I'm going to talk some sense.
Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Of course. This warrior is... Lord Naya has the embodiment of Nikador's divinity. He entrusted his life to us. That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is...
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true.
Yep.
These heroes
all the
are the
Titans were
true
human.
forms of the Titans. Before they... If so, the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Polixia? Is the previous form of Thanatos? But her
The
appearance...
Thanatos is Castorice's sister.
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened.
Okay. I don't know how much longer this is going to take. It could take a while. It could take no time at all. It is now 4 AM, which is when I said I was going to stop anyway. It's been an hour and a half. So, I'm going to stop there before I end up in something that's going to take ages to get through. Oh, hey, bud. Yeah, just, you know, my pet dragon. Anyway. Yeah, gonna stop there. Pick it up again another day. See ya.